Long ago, in a land of deserts, palaces, and seas, there lived a poor fisherman. He owned nothing but a worn-out net and a small basket. Every morning he cast his net into the sea, praying for enough fish to feed his wife and children. But this fisherman had one strict rule. He would cast his net only 4 times a day, no more. He believed fate had decided this for him, and to fight fate was useless. One unlucky morning, the fisherman cast his net for the first time. When he pulled, it was heavy. But instead of fish, he found nothing but mud, stones, and garbage. He sighed, cleaned his net, and cast it a second time. This time, he dragged out a dead donkey tangled in seaweed. The stench was unbearable. The fisherman muttered, "Patience, patience. Fate gives, and fate takes away." He cast the net a third time, and alas, out came broken pottery, shattered glass, and rusty iron. Still, no fish. By now his heart was heavy, but he whispered a prayer and cast his net for the 4th and final time. The net sank deep, and when he pulled, it was heavier than ever. His muscles strained, sweat poured down his face, until finally, up came a strange brass jar, covered in barnacles and green rust. The sealed jar. The fisherman stared. The jar was sealed with a thick cap of yellow brass, marked with the seal of King Solomon himself. What treasure might be inside, the fisherman wondered. Gold, jewels, food. Perhaps fate has finally blessed me. With trembling hands, he pried open the seal, and suddenly, whoosh! A thick black smoke burst from the jar, swirling upward into the sky. The smoke twisted and stretched until it shaped itself into a towering Jinni, a spirit of fire and air. The ground trembled, the sea churned. The fisherman fell to his knees, trembling. The angry Jinni. The Jinni's voice boomed like thunder. "O mortal, bow before me, for I am the mighty Ifrit, once imprisoned by the great Solomon. For centuries I lay trapped in this cursed jar." The fisherman stammered, "Merciful Jinni, will you grant me fortune for freeing you?" But the Jinni's eyes blazed with fury. "Fortune? Ha! In the first 100 years, I swore to bless whoever freed me. None came. In the second 100 years, I swore to make him rich. None came. In the third, I swore to grant him power. Still, none came. And now, after centuries, I am filled with hatred. Whoever frees me shall be granted only one gift, death." The fisherman's face went pale, his hands shook, but deep inside, he whispered to himself, "If strength cannot save me, perhaps cleverness can." The fisherman is by us trick. The fisherman looked up at the towering Jinni and spoke calmly. "You claim you were trapped in this tiny jar? Forgive me, but I cannot believe such a thing. Your body is taller than the palm trees. How could you fit inside that small vessel?" The Jinni roared with pride. "Doubt me, mortal. Watch and despair." At once the Jinni turned back into smoke, twisting and curling downward until every wisp of his form had squeezed into the brass jar. The fisherman's eyes lit up. In a flash, he grabbed the brass seal and slammed it back onto the jar. Clang! The Jinni was trapped once again. From inside came furious roars and curses, but the fisherman held the jar tight and laughed. "O mighty Jinni," he said, "you thought to kill me, but now you are the prisoner, and I am the master." The Jinni's plea. From inside the jar, the Jinni shouted in rage, "Release me, mortal! By Allah, if you let me out, I will not harm you. I will grant you wealth and safety." But the fisherman shook his head. "Never again will I trust you. You swore to kill me once. Why should I risk it twice?" The Jinni's voice softened. "By the name of the Most High, I promise you this. I will show you wonders beyond your imagination, if only you free me." The fisherman paused. He was clever, but he was also poor and desperate. Slowly, he lifted the seal and released the Jinni once more. The lake of enchanted fish. True to his word, the Jinni stretched to his mighty form and said, "Follow me, mortal. I shall reward your wit and courage." He led the fisherman across hills and valleys until they reached a vast lake, its waters shimmering with colors of emerald and sapphire. In the water swam fish like no other, One red, one blue, one yellow, one white, glowing like living jewels. The fisherman gasped, "Such fish I have never seen in my life." The Jinni nodded. "Take them to your sultan. He will know what to do. This lake, and the mystery it holds, is my gift to you." With that, the Jinni vanished like smoke in the wind. The Sultan's curiosity. The fisherman hurried home, caught 4 of the magical fish, and presented them to the Sultan. The Sultan was astonished. "Such beauty must be cooked for my table." He ordered his maidservant to prepare them at once. But when the fish sizzled in the pan, something strange happened. The kitchen walls trembled, and suddenly, a lady rose from the fire, her skin white as milk, her hair black as night. She looked at the fish and cried, "Oh fish, have you kept your promise?" And the fish raised their heads and answered, "Yes, yes, if you remain faithful, we remain faithful. If you betray us, we betray you." The maid screamed, dropped the pan, and ran to the Sultan. The hidden curse. The Sultan himself went to see, but the fish had vanished. Determined to solve this mystery, he summoned the fisherman and said, "Take me to this lake at once." When they arrived, the Sultan marveled at its strange colors. Exploring further, he discovered a ruined city nearby. Its buildings empty, its streets silent. Only one young man lived there, sitting alone, half his body turned to stone. The Sultan questioned him, and the young man told a sorrowful tale. A wicked sorceress had cursed the city, turning its people into enchanted fish of different colors. He alone had survived, but even he was half petrified by her magic. The Sultan's justice. The Sultan, enraged by such cruelty, vowed to break the curse. He tricked the sorceress into revealing her secrets, and with swift justice, he struck her down. At once, the curse lifted, the lake vanished, the fish disappeared, and the city's people were restored to human form. The fisherman, who had first discovered the jar, was richly rewarded by the Sultan. His family never knew hunger again. Closing, morale. And so, from a poor man's net came not just survival, but the rescue of an entire city. The tale reminds us, sometimes the greatest strength is not in muscles or weapons, but in patience, cleverness, and the wisdom to think before we act. Now it's your turn. What would you do if you found a magic genie in a bottle? Share your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and keep exploring the world. Who knows what wonders you might find right around the corner.